Hello, everyone, and welcome to that One Time We Read Manga podcast, where we four friends decide to start reading manga together and coming together and talking about it. My name is Tim, and fun fact for me this week is, according to Ishiro Oda, again, the author of One Piece, the Baroque Works villain organization is actually named after the Baroque movement of art that flourished across 18th century Europe, and it was named that because the style emphasized extravagant and intricate details, much like the villains in the manga.
Interesting.
Very.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Duncan, and I graduate college this week.
Woo! Fuck yeah!
Yay! He's in debt to the mob.
Hooray!
I'm in debt to nobody. Thanks, taxpayers.
Yeah.
Thanks, taxpayers. We love you.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is John, and after a lengthy vacation, I have come back with the realization, as a fun fact, that bourbon is the truest form of art.
That's
right.
okay.
That's
I
it.
dig it. I dig it.
That's all.
Hey, man, art is subjective, and if that's your art, then let it be.
Hey, if people can pay thousands of dollars for feet, I can pay 60 for a bottle that I can consume. Because I'm not going to consume feet.
No,
You know
God,
what?
No. That's
Fair. Yeah.
fair.
You could consume feet.
I mean, I guess.
Well, my name's Nate, and my fun fact is that my favorite animal is the mud skipper.
Nice.
I don't know what that looks like.
It's a fish that has gills and lungs.
Whoa.
Oh, God, what a horrible existence.
Yeah, it can climb little
so
trees.
it constantly has to like hold its breath, but also be able to breathe underwater.
No, it can. Oh wow. Huh. No, I think it. Oh man.
Right?
Well, now I need to know more
What a
about
horrible
my
existence.
favorite animal.
What a horrible existence.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
man. But I hope it's cute, no matter how much pain
It's
in.
adorable.
We don't care about how much animals are in pain if they're cute.
If they're cute, eh.
Sea pugs.
Yeah, pugs.
The example given, pugs.
They're in constant agony just to survive. And we're like, they're so cute. Let's keep making
But
more.
They're so cute and fun, and look at their little curly tails.
Look at this pug. It's shaking. It's so cute. It can't breathe, Catherine.
Who cares if it can't breathe?
Damn, Catherine, what the fuck?
Also,
Holy shit.
I just looked them up. Mud skippers are adorable.
Yes.
Yes, all right, confirmed. Hashtag confirmed. Hey, fellas, we read some manga this week. We ended up reading One Piece chapters 155 to 185, a nice big chunk. And so here's the TLDR on that. The crew, yes, I still call them the crew,
Yeah, we call them
have
the crew.
made it to Alabasta. The Desert Kingdom, however, is on the brink of war, thanks to Mr. Zero, known to the citizens, we find out, as the hero, Sir Crocodile. Sir Crocodile, behind the scenes, though, is framing the king for crimes against the people, causing rebellion to, go around the kingdom. So Luffy and his friends end up crossing the desert like 5 times in an effort to try and avoid war between the royal army and the rebellion forces. Vivi believes that everyone can be saved, but reality may be more grim, not only for her, but for everyone, as Luffy loses his first fight against Crocodile. And we're only halfway through the arc so far, so hoping to get some more of that. So, fellas, let's start at the end. Holy shit, Luffy lost. This is the first fight Luffy's lost.
I was confused when you said start at the end, but I think that's fitting, yeah. Lucy got whomped. Or Luffy.
Yeah.
Damn, that fucking chihuahua. Yeah, he got whomped, but I did remember you saying, like, this is going to be one part of the entire arc, if I'm not mistaken. So I figured, like, it couldn't come to a conclusion. And also, I really, really enjoy Sir Crocodile.
Yeah, Crocodile is a fucking maniac. Not maniac as in, like, he's crazy and out for, senseless violence. He's incredibly smart and tactful to the point where at, like, exactly 7 p.m. all this shit started happening around, or 7 a.m., excuse me, all this shit started happening around the kingdom the exact same time. It's nuts. But, yeah, so Nate and Duncan, what did you guys think when on that one panel, that freeze frame of Luffy being impaled on Crocodile's hook.
Yeah, that definitely.
Well, I mean, he's the main
shocked me.
character, so.
I know, but like it was still like, holy shit, he got impaled, not just like beat. He was fucking stabbed.
I do find it very funny that
I thought it was.
I find it I find it hilarious that apparently water to Luffy is like spinach to Popeye.
Yes.
I was like, his arm's dehydrated. What is he gonna do about water? Okay, yeah, that works.
Drink water. Just drink water. Hey, he can move, he can open his veins and all kinds of shit. They're all made of rubber, so you just reabsorb it.
If his veins are made out of rubber, then how does he maintain blood pressure?
Well, his heart's made of rubber too, so it's just constantly
He
beating.
just has
I'm
to
thinking
keep.
about this too hard.
He has to keep
Yeah,
moving
we
like a
need to-
shark.
If Luffy ever stops, he's just gonna collapse.
That explains why he's always moving.
Yes. So, all right. Well, then, speaking of Crocodile, let's head back to the beginning of this whole little adventure, where we first see Crocodile in the kingdom stopping pirates, and he shows up in there was like a crowd of pirates or whatever, and he shows up before the king and his men could show up, and everyone was really happy to see him, and all the pirates were like, "Ha, you idiot!" and they all stab him, but he just kind of stands there, and at first, kind of just like, "Huh, that's weird." He take 8 stabs to the face. What the hell's this guy's deal? It turns out he's made of sand, so you can't even. He lives in a desert. I mean, how perfect does it get for you?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like
he
those
took-
sand ninjas in Naruto.
Wait, what'd you say? Those sand
It's like
what?
The sand ninjas from Naruto.
Okay, had to be clear on that.
Had to be sure. We got talked over, and all we heard was never mind.
I definitely being a D&D nerd, I was like, this guy lives by sand. Yeah, that's some definite layer actions.
Yeah, big time boss layer.
Yeah.
Except it's the entire desert. So yeah, confirmed he ate the sand fruit. So now Luffy has the same problem that he did against Smoker, which was, okay, so his body's made of a material that he can just like control. So he can't punch him, he can't hurt him. His body's made of sand. So very gonna be, again, water seems to be like the spinach here, but I don't think water is gonna be enough.
Well, I remember during their fight, at one point Luffy gets his arms wet, but it doesn't seem to really amount to anything at this time. But it definitely showed that he has a weakness to water. Very much like most ground Pokemon are weak to water.
Yeah, see, he's a Diglett. He's a Diglett. At the
He's
end of the day.
basically a Diglett, yeah.
He's basically a Diglett with a giant golden hook. Just another pirate trope that kind of gets shoved onto a character.
He's a shiny Diglett.
He's a shiny. Diglett.
Oh.
He's very.
I mean, if you don't have pirate tropes in this manga, I mean, it's gonna be really easy to forget that this thing is about pirates. I think
Yeah, right?
it might as well be about like ninjas.
Especially since all the combat is ground combat. There is no naval warfare yet, and I don't foresee any. Which
We're in a-
is like my
we're in a
only
desert.
gripe about the entire series.
We're in a desert, dude. It's like the exact opposite of the high seas.
I want to see ships shoot at each other.
So honestly, I was thinking, like, I had this in my mind that they were gonna spin it in some way that where like devil fruit users, or at least Luffy, wouldn't be able to use his powers in the desert. Because I had it in my mind, I was like, well, maybe at one point it was the ocean, or maybe it's an ocean of sand. Maybe they'll take that spin on there. But I'm glad they didn't do that. That was just my own thought going through it.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't that lazy as far as like, oh, it's an ocean of sand and it's technically an ocean, so fuck you. Like, no.
Yeah.
That would have been lazy writing, I think. And there's one thing I've learned about this is that Oda is not a lazy writer. He is, if anything, what's the word I'm looking for? Too good. He writes too much.
He's the
Too good.
master of foreshadowing, I swear.
Oh my god, right?
Except for there was really not a whole lot of foreshadowing Ace's appearance.
I mean, I think, 10 to 15 chapters is kind of enough as far as, like, foreshadowing goes. I mean, he showed up as an existence, he he's like, I want to talk to Luffy. And then like last time we all were together, like I think me and Tim were the only ones that actually knew that he was Luffy's brother. But I mean, even still, like, I mean, it was kind of abrupt, and I think that was kind of fitting because he came, he talked a little bit, and then he went away.
Yeah, but I feel like at some point earlier on they should have mentioned that Luffy has a brother. And
Well, you know, yeah.
it never came to fruition until, you know, like you said, 10 or 15 chapters prior. They did the little, oh, I'll be waiting for him in Alabasta.
I don't think it's necessary because, yeah, I don't think it would have been necessary. Just because it's fun, you know, just be like, oh, hey, who's this guy? Oh, it's Luffy's, you know, long lost brother. Like, holy shit! Wait a minute.
I kind of felt like the rest of the crew when they were like, "So, you have a brother?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what Luffy would do, just not say anything about it."
Right? He's like, why is everyone surprised? Of course I have a brother. Like, why wouldn't I have a brother?
Don't you guys have a brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting. I mean, with Luffy's character, because like he's kind of a very much, you know, out of nowhere he's super observant, and like he was like a genius in a couple of pages in this whole arc. But yeah, I mean, like he's very like short-minded. I mean, it probably legitimately he probably hasn't thought about his brother until he saw his brother. Like
that is fair.
I don't think he's ever actively thought of his brother until he saw him.
Yeah.
Ace is the one who's out here like, oh, I gotta, with a brother like Luffy, I'm always worrying about him and stuff. I do love Ace's introduction here though, which is everyone's freaking out because some dude died at a bar, and they're like, oh, he ate a desert strawberry, and they go through this whole thing, and he just wakes up. He's like, huh? Oh, sorry, I fell asleep mid-meal. And they're like, and mid-conversation. What the fuck? And then he just falls asleep again while he's being chastised. He's a very, like, it's obvious they're related, but they don't have the same family name. I think Ace's is what, Portgas Diaz?
Yeah, I thought it was like Portgeis or something like that. I didn't know what.
It's supposed to be more of like a Spanish twist, so I think it's Portgas. You gotta say it with that little accent, that little lilt in
Portgas.
there. So probably not blood brothers, or not by blood, but definitely brothers, because they have the exact same mannerisms as each other.
I like his character design. He's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Only thing about his character design, I wanted to throw this out there. It's not a swastika on his back. All right? They had to point that out. It's not a swastika. It is the Buddhist symbol for the sun.
Yeah, that was like before the Nazis kind of came around and ruined it, right?
What?
Well, when the manga takes place, yes. Obviously not when it's being written, but when it takes place, yes.
I'm about to say.
Also, if you notice, like, and we don't have to talk too much about it, but the Nazi symbol is tilted like a diamond.
Yeah.
This one is square.
Yeah.
But they still change it in the anime to be a cross symbol. So he still has the same like face, but it's a crossbones instead of the Manga. I don't even actually know what the symbol's actually called. I forget, but instead of that, it's the cross in the anime. So
yeah. Probably a good choice.
Probably a good choice. Yeah, I don't think he thought about it much when he wrote it, because it probably doesn't have the same connotation in Japan or the same reputation.
I don't know. I mean, Japan was a part of a pretty big thing, and there was a lot of the swastikas involved in that big thing. So I don't know. I feel like that's he probably just thought he could get away with it. I don't know, and he did. Fuck it, he did. Great.
It's a Buddhist symbol, and there's a lot more Buddhists in Asia than there are in America. That's just generally culturally more appropriate over there than it is here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not a raging fucking weenie, then it doesn't matter. I mean, he's stuck telling a story, and that's what he chose to use. Fuck him.
What if I am a giant raging weenie?
Yeah.
Well, then you're going to be offended by it, I guess.
You need to calm down, Mr. Weenie.
So what's funny is Luffy's talking about his big brother and says like, yeah, he could always beat me up even before he was made of fire, because Ace has demonstrated he's like made of fire or something too, so he's got devil fruit powers, completely equal footing with Smoker. But I don't know if that's because their combat prowess is similar or if it's because their devil fruits match up, like where there's smoke there's fire kind of deal.
Yeah.
But the fact that he could beat up Luffy after Luffy ate the rubber fruit, but before Ace ate his devil fruit, is like, oh, this dude's pretty strong. And then he proves it by destroying like 14 Baroque Works ships, like instantly.
See, I love that about Ace. Like, and let me clear it up real quick. I thought I was excited about Ace coming into the picture just because I had seen some scenes, and he's just a really cool character. But after seeing him annihilate hundreds of people, I was like, yeah, I really like this dude. He's cool.
Yeah.
That Buddhist symbol really works for him.
Yeah, there's nothing better than extincting? That's not a word.
Yeah, extincting like 14 ships.
A lot of people with fire all at once.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's pretty cool.
And then we find out he is the second division commander of some guy named Whitebeard.
As opposed
so
to
he's
Blackbeard.
not even the captain of his own ship, and is hunting Blackbeard for killing a crewmate of his and jumping ship. So looks like Whitebeard used to be a part of that division or something. I don't know. There's a lot happening, but Whitebeard certainly has a reputation. Because as soon as the rest of the Straw Hats hear about Whitebeard, they're like, or at least when Usopp hears about him, he's like, oh shit. And Usopp's always a coward, but he got really spooked just at the mention of Whitebeard. So I
feel like always being a coward is a little over-encompassing because he has his moments.
Yeah, he has his moments, but like 99% of the time he's a coward.
Yeah, for sure. Whitebeard, I'm excited to kind of come across them because I don't know if they're ever going to like fight head to head, and I'm sure there's going to be some family issues with that, but I want to meet more like on the sea pirates that are going for the One Piece. I mean, the Seven Warlords of the Sea are really exciting to mess around with, and obviously we have one now. But I'm excited to meet like Whitebeard and find out who Blackbeard is and all this stuff.
It's gonna be pretty exciting if we get there. It is very funny though, because even Luffy was like, "Oh, are you trying to be king of the pirates too?" And Ace is like, "No, Whitebeard's gonna be king of the pirates," and Luffy's just like, "Okay, if you say so." Just completely undisturbed, as Luffy is wont to be, completely undisturbed by pretty much anything happening around him. So, yeah. But I'm super happy now that Ace is out in the open. Everybody knows who Ace is now. And for him to pop back up, because don't think this is the last we saw of him.
Whoa. It's a story.
It's a whole story. There's 1,000 chapters and we aren't even at 200 yet. So yeah, there's gonna be. Yeah, I hope you remember every single character we've ever met because they might come back, maybe.
Yeah, that's all right. Ace is fucking cool. I like him.
Ace is cool.
There's a lot of cool people we get to meet in this arc. I mean, at the top of them for me. Well, so Ace is probably number one, and I'm starting to really like, and we met him last time, but I'm starting to really like Smoker. Captain Smoker is kind of cool.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah, Smoker's really cool. He is one of those officers that's just kind of like, oh, he's not as much of a dick as he seems to be. He's really just out here trying to do what's right or what he thinks is right. Him and his Sergeant Tashigi, they're a bunch of fun. Yeah, Sword Lady.
Yeah, okay.
The one who Zoro keeps thinking is like his childhood friend reincarnated or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Which unconfirmed, but
which I have a bone to pick with all of you because we keep on talking about how useless Nami is, and although I can't recall a single thing she did this in this reading, but that's beside the point. Tashigi is extremely useless. I think she's
what are you talking about?
What has she done this entire time? She's
a lot of off-screen stuff that we have nothing to know of.
Yeah, a lot of off-screen stuff and messing up every order that she gets. She never succeeds in anything. Has she?
In her defense, Zoro ran away, and her objective was to fight him.
Her objective is to keep fighting Zoro, and Zoro keeps outwitting her.
She's not trying very hard, is she?
No, not trying very hard.
She could be a little bit more. not trying very hard.
That killed me.
I love it.
I just watched that last night too.
Right.
Shout out Dan Cummins.
Hey, Dan Cummins, if you ever, God forbid you ever hear this. So, yeah, no, Smoker and Tashigi are back, and instantly Luffy runs into him when he bursts into the bar and starts chugging water next to Usopp, next to Smoker and Tashigi, and they're talking about how the Straw Hats keep getting away and how cunning they must be. And then there's like a panel of all four of them just staring at each other.
Yeah, that one made me laugh.
They do like the best fucking spit take ever.
I took a picture of that panel because I was like, "This is hilarious." I love
It
it.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to go up for the like the Friday preview.
Certainly.
Oh, yeah.
Panel.
Sweetly
When this comes around, obviously. So yeah, very fun. So Luffy instantly is running away. So for context, like so everyone has a little bit of a map in their head. They landed in this like port town, which is where they met Ace. They ran into Smoker and Tashigi, but that's not where they want to be. Apparently, there's a little canal that they can take to go further inland so Vivi can get closer to like the palace and stuff and try to stop this war. So they're trying to run back to the ship from Smoker and them, and that's when Ace gets in the way. Looks at Smoker and it's like, your devil fruit's no match for me. Basically, we're even on everything. And then they run back to the ship. But before they go, I think it's right before they get back to the ship, Vivi gives Karoo the letter to give to her father and says like, all right, Karoo, you get out there, and if you get there before us, like, make sure he gets this letter. And I just love the picture of Karoo running away from the ship, chugging water, and then Vivi going, make sure you conserve water.
I have to interject. Karoo is goated.
Yeah.
I
Very much.
cannot believe how much I like Karoo not after this arc, since we're still technically in the middle of it, but after this reading, there's just so many things I could go on about Karoo for like an hour about how much I like that character.
Yeah.
And it's a duck. It doesn't have any lines. It just quacks and does things.
He just quacks.
But
Yeah.
actions always speak louder than words.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. And he's very, like, the way he's drawn is very, like, emoted. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell what that duck is thinking through the drawings.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Precisely.
What was it at the end of it where he gets together the super anti-fast duck gang? What are they called?
I have a screenshot. Hang on.
I was to say someone
Supersonic Duck Squadron.
Dude, that's the best part.
It's like the Duck Power Rangers. Like, I love them.
That's the best. The Supersonic Duck Squadron is fucking cool.
Or like the Squirtle Squad. But yeah, they're cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I think I have to make an adjustment to something Tim said. I believe that spit take thing happened when we get to the oh man, what's that town? The Rain Town? Rain.
Oh,
that spit take happened there.
Something?
That's why they were all like together.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I got it mixed up then because there was two scenes in two different bars that were very similar.
Yes, they were very similar, but I believe the spit take thing happened later.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, greatest spit take ever.
Oh yes,
the paper.
completely agree.
Oh man. So yeah, okay. And then so they make it back to the ship. They get more inland. They have to get on the desert. And I just have in all caps here talking about their first venture through the desert. First, as Vivi tells some more of the story of the rebellion and the whole kingdom and stuff. There is so much crime in the desert. There are birds stealing food, playing dead, and scorpions, and all kinds of just crazy shit in the desert happening. I'm like, why is there so much crime here?
Desert crime.
Desert crimes, yeah. I don't like those birds were just like, well, our heroes have everything they need to make it safely across the desert. Let's fix that. let's just make Luffy get tricked by a fucking bird.
Yeah, the desert bandits that they encounter are less than great, but Luffy, every time, he's always so ignorant every time he gets duped by somebody. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to look back at, like, what he said, but he was, like, 100% for it. Like, he was like, yeah, they tricked the shit out of me. Oh, well.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's just kind of who he is, and it was very funny to just see I think this is our first instance where we actually see the rest of the crew kind of getting frustrated with Luffy and his shenanigans. I don't know that they ever outwardly express it, but they're like faces kind of told the whole story there of just like, ugh, this fucking kid is gonna get us killed.
Well, if you spend a lot of time in the desert at any point in your life, it's pretty easy to get frustrated with people when you're hot and thirsty and it's very dry outside.
Yeah, and the person who's supposed to be your leader just gave away all your supplies to bandits and a bird.
Yes, and undersupplied. Yeah, that's a good addition. I agree.
Yeah, it's I mean, look, I get it, but it was kind of weird reading this through again because you forget a lot of details and see like actually feeling like the frustration that the crew must be feeling. Just like Jesus, these guys, they all put their lives basically in Luffy's hands, and he's not taking that very seriously at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then they make it to that one what's supposed to be an oasis, and instead all they find is that old man digging. I forget his name.
Toto.
But yes, thank you. And his son is the leader of the rebellion. Turns out it's Vivi's childhood friend who used to love the kingdom to the point where he was like ready to fucking get killed by bandits for Vivi as kids. Like,
Koza is his name.
Yes. Yeah, I'm terrible with names, and I never write them down, and I should, but oh well. So yeah, he's the leader of the rebellion now, and so she's hoping that meeting up with him will help stop this rebellion, because she believes that she can save everybody's life, because she's the diplomat through it all, which, in my opinion, leads to another really cool, like, Luffy moment, where it seems like he's just being a dick, but ultimately has some, like, wise words to say, where he sits down and just says, "Nah, I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing this." And yeah, everyone kind of was like, "What?" Well, almost everyone. I think only like Nami and Usopp were like, "What are you talking about?" And Vivi obviously was upset, but he's like, "Look, if you think you're gonna save everyone's life, guess what? We're pirates. We hurt people. We kill people. Like, that's just what we do. You're not gonna save everybody. This is war."
Which was awesome, by the way, because he's the one that always says, "Let me send you flying." He never talks about like people dying and stuff. It almost, like, I know I've made a comment about it before, but it almost seems like nobody actually dies in this whole thing. But like Luffy got really serious, and I know to say it again, my dog, my dumb fucking Chihuahua's name is Lucy, so I'm gonna make that mistake a lot.
It's gonna be a long 1,000 chapters. Yeah, no, Luffy gets very serious about it because, so you guys remember right when they got to the Drum Island Kingdom and Luffy was ready to fight everybody and Vivi like calmed him down and said, "No, diplomacy works." This is kind of the inverse of that, of Luffy sitting down and saying, "Look, diplomacy doesn't always work. The only way to stop this is to basically kick Crocodile's ass. So why aren't we going to do that? Like, that's the only way that this is ever going to be resolved. So why aren't you sending me to go do that?" So yeah, I thought it was a very cool moment for Luffy to finally just put his like, "Hey, look, I get it, but that's not reality. Like, reality is people are going to die."
I'll be honest.
A lot of them.
During my reading, I was actually getting like, I was getting a little bogged down, like I felt a little slow, and then as soon as he was like, "I quit," I was like, "Okay, you have my attention." I was like,
yeah.
And then
when
he said everything, I was like, "Yeah, you are literally the voice in my head going, why aren't we just going and doing that?" And I'm like, "Okay, I like this."
Yeah, it's a very, I'd agree with you, Nate. Those, like I said, they took like 5 different detours through the desert before Luffy finally just sat down and was like, "I'm so done with this shit. I want to just go beat up Crocodile. That's all I want to do. It's what I'm here for. You want to save your kingdom, you can go do that. I'm going to go kill Crocodile. That's what I'm going to do." At least that's what he thinks he's going to do.
And then he proceeded to do the exact opposite.
And then he proceeds to get stabbed through the stomach.
One of the things that I really liked about this early interaction, when they get to that, what was the name of the town with the old guy? Yuba?
Yeah, the oasis.
Yeah. There was a sandstorm that rolls in at one point, and the entire page is, well, not the entire page, most of the page is a big text bubble that just says sandstorm, and in my mind I just start going. I had to stop reading for about 30 seconds, just singing in my head, and I was like, all right, let's go back to it.
All right, now we're done laughing. We're having fun. I just love that. I love that old man who just is just like, you know what? Sandstorm can't kill me, but like it probably will.
I'm gonna just keep digging.
I'm gonna just keep digging, yeah. And it eventually does get water that he gives to Luffy, and Luffy treats it like he just handed him the most precious item in the world,
like it was liquid gold,
which it turned out to be.
Which it turned out to be, and water in the desert is the most precious thing you could have. But like the way Luffy was holding onto it, someone was like, "Give me some water." He's like, "No, old man dug this up for me.
I gotta drink it."
Yeah, I gotta save it.
It was that game-changing, well, seemingly game-changing item in a battle, which you typically associate with like some mystic item that's like has legendary powers and stuff, and it's just for Luffy, it's just water.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take a swig of water and I'll be right back in this fight. Mm-hmm. At least for a couple minutes.
Again, when you're in the desert, especially against a guy made of sand, all you need is just get rid of that cotton mouth. Just wet those lips.
Yeah.
A little sip.
Just get a little sip in there. Oh, man. So that's kind of what our heroes are up to, but we get a nice like long look into Crocodile and his crew, like his plans and everything. So he has all his officers go to meet up with each other for the first time. None of the officers ever knew each other before this. Well, I shouldn't say none of them. Most of them didn't know each other.
Yeah, some of them did.
Some of them did. They were a motley crew if I'd ever seen one, though. Some of them were very
I love
strange.
that band.
Yeah, Motley Crue sucks. No, they don't. You suck. Stop it. Yeah, there are some weird characters like Miss Merry Christmas is just that little old lady who's just snapping at everybody. Like, you're too fast, you're too slow, hurry up. Who's her partner, Mr. Four, I think? The big slow one.
Yeah, that's a dumb pair.
I love Mr. Four though, because I think we see it. Yeah, he fights in this one, right? Him.
Yeah, the baseball stuff, right?
Yeah, he's got the baseball thing. He has. It's not that his weapon is the baseball bat, but he has like that gun dog.
The dogs.
Oh yeah.
And it's not that it's a dog that ate the gun fruit. It's a gun that ate the dog fruit.
So stupid.
It's so
like,
dumb.
how the fuck do you get a gun to eat something?
We figured out how to turn inanimate objects into devil fruit users somehow by feeding guns fruit.
That's pretty much what it said. Like it said in there, like it has happened in the past where like it's not the devil fruit powers don't solely reside in like living beings, which makes no sense. But it was like they don't possess the cognitive ability that like a sentient user would. But it's just like the gun has powers now to be a dog and shit.
Gun's a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, he fed his dog a gun fruit. So I was like, oh, there's gun fruit. That's dope. Nope, it's dope. A gun that ate a dog fruit.
I just want to know, the gun had to be fed the fruit, okay? So did someone just have their favorite gun and be like, "You hungry, Mr. Gun? You want to eat the dog fruit?" And they just like jammed it down the barrel, and then it turned into a dog. And they're like, "This is my best friend." Like I
don't know.
I had to
it's
stop.
Either that or there's some weird fucking science going on where they just like splice the fruit into the gun. I don't know.
I got this because Baroque Works is centralized in the desert here. So Mr. Four was traveling across the desert and he ran out of food. All he had was this dog fruit. And he was like, well, I could eat this, or I could shoot this animal down here, but I don't have any bullets, and it's a muzzle loader. So he shoves the fruit down the barrel and ignites the gunpowder, and then the gun was like, I'm alive! And I'm a
I
dog.
I thought you were going in a completely different direction.
That is a very good.
Well, my original idea there was that he was going to shoot food into his mouth.
I thought you were going to say that he willingly turned his gun into a dog so that he could eat the dog.
Oh my god. There's no good way to put this.
No, there's no good way to put that.
Whatever led to this gun becoming a dog, it wasn't good.
No. No, it's either evil science, stupidity happenstance, or downright coincidence.
Or maybe bestiality.
Or, unfortunately, that.
Sorry, Mr. Weenie.
Unfortunately. Ouch. I don't like it.
Ouch, ouch fruit.
The ouch,
ouch, ouch.
The ouch, ouch fruit.
Yeah, that's the one where you're just living constant migraines.
Oh, no. What? Dang it, I knew I ate the wrong fruit. I thought that was a grape.
Yeah, no thanks. So let's see here. So the Baroque Work officers are still all coming together. Mr. One loves the fact that he's number one because it's on his chest and his jacket. We don't really get a good look at his powers yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything from him yet.
We just see him like do some weird things with his hands. Like he kind of like in his like ready to battle stance, he kind of stands weird, I think, but we don't get a good look at his power. Someone whose power we got a great look of at the very beginning because he accidentally boarded the One Piece not the One Piece ship, the Straw Hat ship, is Mr. Two, or Bon Clay, as he prefers to be called.
I love Bon Clay.
Yeah, because actually they say it on the meeting. Bon Clay actually he claims out loud. He's like, "I am not just a man, but I am also a woman," and he's like, "So I'm twice as powerful as the average person." And I'm just like, that makes sense in this world. It makes sense in One Piece of just like I have all the powers of men and women at my fingertips.
This guy drinks them gay Bud Lights.
Yeah, he does. He loves Bud Light, but yeah. So he's the first confirmed queer character in this manga.
People love him.
He's great. I really liked I loved how his character was implemented later on when they did the like faux king. I don't even know how to describe how that happened. So he disguised himself as the king and then went into that village. Yeah.
He turns himself into a perfect copy of the king.
That was around a few panels that I was like, wait a minute, I gotta reread that. There was a lot going on. I was confused
too. I love that section.
Because you don't see him transform into the king. You just see the king start being a dick. And you're kind of like, whoa, where's this coming from? And then as they're running away, he throws the swans back on his head. He goes, oh, thank God, I hate not wearing these. And then he just run away. He's a very fun. I mean, he's a dangerous character because, like, remember he got all the Straw Hats. Well, most of the Straw Hats' faces. So they, that's how Crocodile knew that they were all still alive. Mm-hmm. And it caused them all to, do that little bandage thing on their arm. And he almost got one. I think he transformed himself as Usopp and was going to tell like Nami like, oh, let's just go do this other thing or something like that. And she like figured him out.
The bandage thing was clever.
Yeah, the bandage thing is clever. We don't know what's under the bandage, right? We all know that they have it.
No, they do show it.
Yeah, it was an X.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but I just didn't know if it was a full like reveal yet. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he's clearly dangerous. It could very well, if it weren't for the X's, cause massive problems for our heroes. Thankfully, Nami thought ahead. There you go, John. Nami did something.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, 1 point Nami. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Zoro's idea to double down on the bandage X thing.
That is also a good point. So we'll give it half a point to Nami, half a point to Zoro.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping track of points. They don't matter.
We're still in the positive here.
Hey, still in the positive. Though I have to take points away from Vivi because she's kind of stupid in this, where I'm backtracking back to when Bon Clay was on the ship, and she like saw him, and Bon Clay recognized her and was like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" And she's like, "No, I don't think we've ever met or whatever." and then he leaves with his crew, and they say, "Oh, Mr. Two, we're glad we caught up with you," as they're sailing away. And she's like, "Oh my God, that was Mr. Two?" And they're like, "Wait, you know who that was?" And she goes, "Yeah, I always heard he was a guy who wore swan clothes, talks like a girl, and studies Oh Come My Way, and wears makeup and stuff." And everyone's like, how do you not recognize that guy then? What the fuck? And I'm like, Vivi, are you stupid? Like, it would ruin the scene. It was a fun scene. Because, Bon Clay, Luffy, Usopp, and Chopper are, like, dancing within minutes. Like, they all love each other instantly.
They're like, Mr. Two's the only drag queen on the Grand Line so far. And they're like, well, how did you not notice the
Yeah, exactly.
drag queen Mr. Two?
I always heard Mr. Two was a drag queen. And he was the only one in the Grand Line. And we're in the Grand Line, and we just met a drag queen. Huh. I wonder who that was. Oh, yeah, it was, I was just like, Vivi, you're kind of dumb, aren't you? And that's okay. You're allowed to be dumb, but come on.
I really liked the whole reaction of, we're looking for these guys. And then Bon Clay, Mr. Two, are they the same person? Mr. Two, Bon Clay?
Yeah, Mr. Two Bon Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his real name is Bon Clay.
So,
and it's Mr. Two is code name.
It was just like Bon Clay's reaction is like, wait, those guys? I know those guys. Because they're genuinely had a good time.
Yeah, he was like, oh man, I have to kill my friends. Damn it. All right. Well,
gosh dang.
Job. Yeah, gosh dang. So yeah, I love seeing him, and then Mr. One's partner, Miss Doublefinger, I think her name is.
I believe so.
I don't think Doublefinger's it.
Is it Doublefinger? I thought it was Double Cross. Or no, yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, because she was the bar.
No, Double Cross Finger. That's what I thought, but I don't know.
Oh, maybe. But like, she was the barmaid that all the officers are meeting up with, and obviously none of them had any idea who she was until she took off her disguise. And Mr. Three's still lurking around. He hasn't been seen yet. Well, at that point, but he obviously Crocodile eventually ends up finding him after he overhears Crocodile explain his ultimate plan, Operation Utopia, which we don't hear a lot of, but
it has something to do with taking over the world.
Eventually, yeah. And starting with Alabasta for some reason.
It's like the growing space that Hitler did with the Nazis.
Jeez.
It always starts with the desert.
It always starts in the desert. They keep coming back.
The Mongols started in the desert, and they almost took over the entire galaxy.
The whole galaxy.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Whoa. Who knew horseback riding was such an innovation?
Take over Mars from their horses.
Yes.
If anybody could do it, they could.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know what character I want to see more of is I want to know more about Nico Robin.
Miss All Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, because that flower fruit, I was like, that's super cool. I was like, artistically speaking, this is dope.
Yeah, so it makes sense too when she was on the Straw Hat's ship, and I think it was Zoro and Usopp like cornered her, and she just knocked them down. You're like, oh, because she grew hands out of the wall and like threw them or something.
Yeah.
Like she could grow hands out of other people too. So that's how she seemed to have killed Pell, one of the royal guards.
It was really cool. I liked him a lot.
Also really cool.
Yes.
I also love the name. The name of his fruit's called the Tweet Tweet fruit. I just thought that was funny.
Falcon
like a falcon with machine guns.
Yeah. But the fact that it's called Tweet Tweet made me laugh because I'm like, you could have just called it the Bird Bird, but I guess Tweet Tweet makes more sense. I don't know.
I like Tweet Tweet more.
Yeah. So Nico Robin is a super super cool character with a super scary power, because imagine just walking up to her thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just win this fight, and then all of a sudden there's like 5 hands like growing out of your neck, and they all twist your head really fast.
They all slap you.
Yeah, or they all slap you in a more cartoonish way, I guess. I'm more concerned with how she could kill anybody instantly. Well, she could grow a hand into your chest and squeeze your heart. Like,
oh my goodness!
That's how scary this woman actually could be.
John is shooketh.
John is actually terrified now.
That's like serious fisting power.
Oh my god.
It's true though.
It is. I mean, if
You're
you
having
think
a
about
great
it,
day, and then all of a sudden there's a fist where you don't want it to be inside your chest.
yeah,
Some
inside your
Indiana Jones shit.
I
Oh,
will give
God.
it this.
Oh, yeah.
How many basketballs can you hold? The dunk ability on that is insane.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's
And
the
think-
limit of the dunk ability here?
I don't know.
Think about it. How many
Who
arms
knows?
can she grow just on the rim and just toss herself?
No.
Toss one of the hands of basketball. She could have like 12 hands on this rim just constantly dunking.
What if she grew a hand on your rim?
Stop it.
What
I
if
don't
she
own a
was the
basketball hoop.
basketball hoop?
What if
Whoa.
what if we moved on?
I'm pretty sure that's inappropriate, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
Not 100%.
You're right. Moving on is inappropriate. Let's continue
Well-
talking about rimming.
I
Well,
know.
okay. So talking about inappropriate, well, more so appropriate, but situationally inappropriate. I'd like to raise awareness to the banana gator.
I love the banana gator.
I love the banana
Yes.
gators. Yeah.
And the banana gator is just so cool, and I'm only just like realizing how cool the banana gator was.
I love-
for no reason other than the name and the fact that there's a fucking banana on its head.
Those were
Well-
some weird looking bananas.
I was gonna say I love Luffy's bit when he kept saying like that banana has a gator growing out of it. And, like he does it like 5 times until I think it's Zoro finally is just like Luffy, it's a fucking alligator with a banana on its head, not the other way around.
I actually screenshotted that panel because I laughed so hard at it. It's Usopp. He says, "No, you got that wrong. They're not bananas. They're gators with bananas on their heads. They're animals, not fruit."
Yeah, it's Usopp. Oh man, yeah.
And
Actually,
then Luffy's counterpoint was, "Well, gators and bananas are both edible."
it's true. And you know what? He's never made more sense.
Exactly.
Hold on, what if the banana accidentally ate the gator fruit?
Oh my god! It comes full circle.
Oh shit! Now fruit are eating fruit. We're screwed.
Cannibal
I guess-
fruits.
Oh, the gator
no.
fruit.
Oh boy! And a banana ate it. Wait a minute.
I've got to check out. Oh, I'm dying.
We're done.
He
So-
slowly squished the banana out of the peel and then slowly squished the fruit back into the peel.
Thankfully, there's too many banana gators for that to be a thing.
I need to calm
My
down.
stomach hurts.
Fuck.
Wow. Again, thankfully that's disproven. There's too many banana gators for that to be a thing. There's only one fruit in existence at a time. Remember?
And then
More
the
think
banana
about it,
gator
the
ate
funnier it
the,
gets.
ate the multiply fruit.
No. What happened?
That would be the many fruit.
It was definitely a
Sure.
bunch of bananas fed the gator fruit.
Oh no!
One banana can't eat this fruit on its own.
It needs its friends.
The bananas are just having a devil fruit orgy trying to consume this fruit.
Oh,
No.
that was an image I could have gone to bed without.
They're all just slightly unpeeled, intertwining.
Okay. Oh no.
Now we've gone way off the rails. They were eating a fruit, John, not having sex with it.
You don't know how bananas consume fruit?
I assume like a gun does, very carefully.
We've already deduced that the gun had to have some external factors.
Ugh. You ruined it. We were all having a good time. You ruined it.
Gum,
Sorry,
no
children.
way.
Gum, no way.
Gum, no way. Gum, safe space me.
I can't take it.
Holy shit. Well, it's a good thing you brought up the big gators because we meet them while everyone's trapped by Crocodile, including Smoker. And that's when we get introduced to Sea Prism Stone, which is what the bars are made of and what Smoker's sword tip is made out of. And it's just the ocean in physical form. That's all. It's just a MacGuffin. So, like, if anyone ever was like, well, how does the Navy arrest devil fruit criminals? This is how. They have handcuffs and bars made out of it or something like that.
It's kryptonite.
It's basically kryptonite, yeah. It's basically kryptonite. Like, the ocean is a MacGuffin, but, like, you're in the middle of the desert, and you're like, how am I going to screw over my devil fruit users in a desert? Oh, I know. I'll make a physical form of the desert, or the ocean, which is basically, they call it sea prism. The more I think of it, it's just, like, sea salt rocks, basically, but fused into metal or something.
Yeah, it's the stupidest cool thing that I've seen.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, it's basically just kryptonite. But again, it's going to be a nice little MacGuffin when we're not by water at all again, and then we're like, how are they going to weaken Luffy this time?
You know, when that started happening, before he explained that there was like the stone that was involved, I thought that it was because they were below the water level of the aquarium. That's why, I see. It because they were technically underwater, they just weren't touching the water. That was why they felt like they were underwater. But
nope.
The rock also is a perfectly acceptable answer.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the seawater weakness is you have to touch seawater, not just any water. You can't just be underneath it. You have to be physically touching it.
Right.
So yeah, important distinction, and then being surrounded by the sea prism stones might give off an aura of weakness, but as soon as Smoker touches Luffy's back with his sword, he's out for the count, just done, can't move.
Dunskies, and for the longest time they played that little game of Vivi trying to, so Miss All Sunday, Nico Robin captures Vivi and brings her in, and they go through this whole game of Banana Gator ate the key. Also ate Mr. 3. Mr. 3 was eaten. He's deserved it.
He deserved it, but it was still kind of like, oh man, he just got eaten. They play this whole game as if Vivi's gonna save everyone. It's like as if she's gonna fight the Gator, and that's when Mr. Prince makes his move. Fucking Sanji and his alter. Or his alias, I should say. It's not an alter ego, it's his alias.
All I did was put glasses on.
Yeah, I mean...
It works every time.
Which I don't even know why he did that, because Crocodile doesn't know what he looks like. So why did he put glasses on?
Now he definitely doesn't know.
Now he'll never be able to trace it back. Even if he ever finds out who Sanji is, he'll be like, well, that can't be him. I mean... Mr. Prince wears glasses.
It worked for Clark Kent. Why can't it work for him?
That is true.
That is true. Well, everyone knew who Clark Kent was. And Superman. Nobody knows who Sanji is. Well, he's literally surrounded by strangers.
Well, Sanji beat the shit out of the Banana Gators. And
that was awesome.
Yeah. Sanji was one of the cooler characters in this whole thing.
He definitely, his cleverness definitely shone through. And I really enjoyed that.
Well, yeah, it was fun because I didn't even realize that Sanji wasn't in the group for the longest time.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, he kind of was just
same boat.
Quietly dismissed, off doing something else, and then everyone gets in trouble, and he turns around and goes, where the hell did everybody go? Wait a minute. Him and Chopper, because Mr. Crocodile doesn't know that those two are even part of the group, because every time that anybody from Baroque Works has had any interaction with the One Piece crew, Sanji and Chopper are always omitted. Chopper, because everyone thinks that Chopper's the pet, so that's why they didn't really bother going after him.
Mm-hmm.
But Sanji, ever since the giant island, has never been around when the Straw Hats are being confronted by Baroque Works. It was very cleverly kind of laid out of oh yeah, they never know that Sanji's part of the crew.
Yeah.
Which ended up working out for them. I loved the breakout scene. That was a lot of fun, and I like the added tension of the water that was filling up the room that they were in.
Yeah, the underground layer.
Mm-hmm. And I had another panel that I screenshot, or another page that I screenshotted, where Sanji rescues them, and they're all getting pulled up out of the water, and Usopp's getting pulled by his nose out of the water.
His face is all stretchy and shit.
Yeah. that panel made me laugh as well.
But they end up saving Smoker on Luffy's orders. So hey, Smoker owes us a favor now. That might help later on.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't. I doubt they'll. It's probably going to be one of those convenient run-in things where like we're going to see Smoker for a long time, and sometimes he'll fuck things up, and sometimes he'll help.
Sometimes he'll help. Yeah. Sanji manages to save everybody, and Smoker, and even Mr. 3 by accident, because when he kicks the banana gator so hard, turns out Mr. 3 coated himself in wax so he wouldn't be digested. Smart, honestly.
Yeah, very smart.
Very smart, but somehow Mr. 3 gets saved. So now he's out running around. Maybe he'll join up with Baroque Works again. And then we get, Luffy goes straight after Crocodile while the rest of the crew goes with Vivi to go try and stop the war. And, and we talked about this earlier. It doesn't go well for Luffy. Obviously, he didn't die, but, shit, is it going to be tough to bounce back from that?
Yeah. He didn't even make progress. He found out possibly a little bit of the benefits of water in this fight, but, he got fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't just get stabbed through the stomach, even if you are made of rubber. I mean, we talked about it in an earlier episode, too. Rubber's only weakness is pierce damage, basically. You could be cut and you could be pierced if it's strong enough, I guess.
Yeah.
It was cutting that was mostly his weakness, but getting pierced, again, Crocodile is just that strong that apparently Luffy's rubber stomach could be stabbed through.
Sharp and or pointy objects.
Yeah. Yeah, bullets, no problem. Sharp and pointies, yikes.
Ouch.
Ouchies. Ouch, ouch, fruit. Model
big
stab.
Big ouch, ouch fruit.
And we get one little interaction with Nico Robin, Miss All Sunday, at the very end as she pulls Luffy up from the sand and asks, why do you carriers of D always go on and fight? Or something to that effect.
Ominous.
Yeah, so we're getting more fucking mysterious D stuff. That's not the last thing that happens, but it's, more D. And, I said it, but we kind of blew over it, though. Ace has a D in his name, too. So we have how many D characters now? 3? Gold D. Yeah, Gold
4,
D,
actually.
Luffy D, and Portgas D.
And D's nuts?
Oh.
No, he's not coming up till, chapter 500.
I was going to say Nathan D since my middle initial starts with a D.
Nathan D. Junk? Oh, my God.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck. Wait. John, isn't your middle name also D?
Oh, shit!
Oh, no! They're among us!
Yeah.
The will of D.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
My first name starts with a D. Does that count?
Doesn't
for anything?
count. Shut up.
That has to be middle name? All right, I'll see myself out.
Has to be the middle name.
You can refer to me as Johnny D.
Oh,
Sounds like a porn star name.
Yeah, it's I don't like that.
And not a good one, like a third-rate one.
Pornhub community uploader. Porn
That maybe gets 150 views.
I'm like an OnlyFans upstart. I'm really trying to share my business on Instagram, and it's just not working.
Lots of
Right.
solo male content.
Oh, and bad lighting.
You just
Bad lighting.
you're sharing your content on your main social media page, and no one wants to see that.
Oh yeah.
On Facebook and Instagram.
I have a friend on Facebook that openly shares their stuff, and I'm like, all right, you gotta calm down.
You gotta
gotta stop tweeting pics of your balls, dude.
Yeah, we're good. We are good. Oh my goodness.
Says here his name's
so, yeah.
Tim.
No, God, please stop.
You didn't need to out him like that. Jeez.
Oh, fuck. That's why I started this podcast, so I could just hijack that Facebook.
Oh, no.
And in today's episode description, a link to Tim's OnlyFans.
It's just gonna take you to ninjasexparty.com.
No, it's just Tim sitting fully clothed, and he's just reading chapters of manga without showing the pictures.
OnlyFans original audience that it was supposed to be. Just wholesome content that never happened.
Yeah.
I love it.
Holy shit. Well, fellas, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that happens is Pell and Egram are both alive.
Yay!
Get used to it, because Oda loves fake out deaths. So while people die, and I'm air quoting here, don't just write them off because they seemingly die. If you don't see a body and at least 4 characters confirm it, they're not dead. Okay? That's too bad. Just a warning going forward.
I love on-screen deaths.
Yeah.
I do have one more thing to add, and that is Pinchers is a bro.
Pinchers was a bro. I love Pinchers. I don't know why he was smiling so creepy.
He was so creepy.
Yeah, that's what you get with a crab with teeth.
It was.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of it like that. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a creepy crab, and it goes into like there's so much crime in the desert.
Creepy enough that even Luffy was like, "Why does he leer like that?" Or was it Luffy? Somebody said that. Maybe it was Usopp.
It was probably Usopp.
Yeah.
Like any funny moments. I'm starting to realize, like, I kept attributing it to, like, Zoro as, like, correcting Luffy. It's actually Usopp who's going around, like, correcting everybody.
It usually is Usopp, yeah.
Yeah. Zoro, I'm finding out, though, never actually questions Luffy. I mean, they might, like, argue, but he never actually questions him. He is, like, ride or die, no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. I still don't like him, though.
I still like him. He's my favorite character.
Nah, not by a long shot, my guy.
Is it still Nami?
No. I just appreciate Nami.
Who is your favorite character, then?
Because I'm an ally to women.
You didn't answer my question.
What? I was focused on how good of a person I was.
I asked who your favorite character is then.
Oh, yeah, favorite character. Fuck. Probably... shit. I think Zoro still. I don't know who my original favorite character was, but I think Zoro. I mean, I want to say Ace, but that's just because he's so cool. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys?
I'm leaning in between Chopper and... I don't know how much Nico Robin's gonna show up, but like that power is super cool to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so everybody is tracking. If you haven't heard Tim in a while, his audio stopped recording, so this is gonna be weird for him to figure out as the editor. But we can bring the episode to a close so that this doesn't turn into a terrible, terrible pandemic. All right, gentlemen, I'll take it from here. Final thoughts over this episode. What do we think? Duncan, go.
Well, my final thoughts were that I really liked the dugongs, the kung fu dugongs that we have not mentioned. I just thought they were neat.
They are cool. I like them.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I actually forgot about those. All right, John, what do you think? Well, thanks, John. I really enjoyed the banana gators. I mean, the banana. This is such a
Here comes
like
bananas.
like the first time that I read it, like it took me a double take, and I was like, what? I thought it was like some weird shit, some like weird power that Sir Crocodile had, or Mr. whatever his name is.
The crocodile guy.
Yeah, the crocodile hunter. But yeah, no,
Corky.
banana gators are really cool, and Luffy's not invincible. Theoretically. Nate, what do you got?
I liked seeing Luffy fall in battle. I genuinely liked it because I don't like it when the main character just keeps winning. That and feeding a gun fruit is gonna be my new hobby.
Feeding a gun fruit, yeah. I'm gonna go grab my Glock right now.
He looks hungry.
Shoving bananas down the barrel until it turns into a dog.
Eat the kiwi, little buddy. Eat the kiwi. Well, Tim, I don't know if your audio's been fixed. Okay, cool. Welcome back, Tim.
Hey, welcome back, dude. I'm happy to be here. I have 15 hours left to record. Turns out I got to start deleting these files after we record and export because they fill up quick.
Shit. I still have 25.
Yeah, I don't know what's good. Well, I have a lot of shit on this computer. I gotta
I have
update.
27 hours.
I have to update my storage. Anyway, enough about me. Final thoughts. Everyone got them out. Great. My final thoughts. This is only the beginning. I can't wait to move on to the next bit. Which, speaking of the next bit, we read. So not next week. Next week is our Hunter x Hunter episode, our third Hunter x Hunter episode. But the week
Third
after,
of many.
Yeah, the third of many, hopefully. But the week after that, we're gonna finish Alabasta. We're gonna start at chapter 156 and go all the way to chapter 217. So another big chunk. But this will be the conclusion of the Alabasta little arc and the saga. We'll be moving on to a new saga after this too.
You say that it's a big chunk, but the more that I read One Piece and start to become more familiar with the characters and the areas, the faster my reads have been going, and I've just really been enjoying it.
Big is in terms of numbers. I mean, it's still like 31 chapters.
I don't think numbers always determine if something is big or not. I mean, just throwing that out there.
That is also true. I guess it could
That's
be
true. It's not about numbers.
It's not all about numbers. Okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, okay. So yeah, next week we're doing Hunter x Hunter chapters 43 to 63, and then the week after that we'll be doing One Piece chapters I almost screwed that up. 186 to 217. It's all right, fellas. Thank you for joining me here today. Everyone listening, thank you for joining us and listening to that One Time We Read Manga. Give us a like on Facebook, Spotify, Apple iTunes, wherever you get your podcast or wherever we put it. Yeah.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Our Patreon subscribers can receive a mail order copy. I'll put it on our DVD.
A mail order copy of what?
I'll just print out DVDs of the episodes.
Just print DVDs. Okay.
Yeah.
And on that note, everyone, thank you.
Do not give this man your address. You're going to get pictures of his nuts in the mail.
Don't do that. Nobody give John your address. Thank you, everyone, again so much for listening to that One Time We Read Manga.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody.
Go Pack.